Bonanza.
Let's go.
Where's Diddy at, bro?
Bro, stop asking where Diddy's at.
Well, here he is. For the most part, I'm loving the new design. I mean, everything looks new and sleek. I just don't like that they made that little separation in his eye. It kind of just throws me off like a lot. Like, imagine what would happen if Sonic had, well, actually. Welcome back to another episode of Too Many Frames, the show where we talk about video games, anime, and everything else that is in between. Now, it wouldn't be a Too Many Frames episode if we didn't talk about anything Nintendo or Nintendo Switch 2 related. First thing I wanted to talk about were the confirmed games getting upgrades from Switch 1 to Switch 2 when the Switch 2 ends up dropping on June 5th. Most of these games are getting visual upgrades and frame rate bumps, while some of them are also getting gameplay features added in due to game chat and game share being integrated in the Switch 2. So, as follows, we have ARMS, Big Brain Academy, Brain vs. Brain, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics, Game Builder Garage, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Super Mario 3D World, plus Bowser's Fury, Super Mario Odyssey, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. A lot of these games did deserve touch-ups and tweaks and all that, but I am hoping that they're going to continue to upgrade more games in the future because there's definitely more that deserve, you know, better frame rates and better like visuals, like Fire Emblem Three Houses. Honestly, Fire Emblem Three Houses and Fire Emblem Engage, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Astral Chain, etc. I could go on forever. At least in terms of like free upgrades, I'm hoping that those are the games that end up getting helped a little bit later on this year, next year, whatever, you know. But those games I'm hoping to at least revisit in a better light. Now, Metroid fans might be eating good this year because Nintendo ended up renewing the trademark for Metroid Prime 3 Corruption and Metroid Prime Hunters. Now, this could easily be nothing. I mean, most time Nintendo renews their trademarks and they do nothing with those trademarks 10 years, but I think this is gonna be a different case just because of the fact that we had Metroid Prime 4 announced and we had a remaster for Metroid Prime 1. So I feel like if they want to get the entire trilogy on the Switch/Switch 2, we could eventually see that somewhere in the near future, and more than likely Prime Hunters will probably come with that as well. I think it's like very, very obvious that that is what their plan is going forward. Now, there's been this headline going around that Nintendo will brick your Switch 2 if you mod it. Now, I think a lot of people just like to take what they hear at face value and just be like,
yeah, dude, Nintendo would definitely do this. They're stupid, dumb, and evil. They also killed my dog's uncle yesterday, so I could definitely see them doing this now.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. We need to stop taking what Twitter user number XYZ says. Like, they all say the same things, you know, and they're all just spitting out news just to get engagement, when in reality, none of that shit that they are saying is actually right, just to get, you know, clicks and spread unnecessary drama. Now let's go ahead and start getting the facts straight. First and foremost, I saw a post earlier saying that no other company has done this, no other company will ever do this, Nintendo's the most greedy person of all time, yada yada yada, all that bullshit. Let's be honest, all right? Sony has said the exact same thing. It says in their license agreement that they have the right to disable the use of the PS5 online or offline if you go against it. If people think that this is the first case for Nintendo stating that they'll brick your console, they've stated this for literally every single other console. And the only reason that they would ban you is if you blatantly pirate the games onto their system and take them online and make it obvious that your account was modded. I genuinely cannot believe that anybody is seriously thinking that Nintendo would brick your console if it was modded. I mean, obviously, you know, you're giving them a better reason to, but if you don't keep that shit online and you don't play games online with your modded Switch, then you'll be fine. They won't be able to tell that your shit is modded, you know, like obviously, especially if you pirate the fucking games. That's like somebody saying, oh man, I don't know why the fuck I'm getting arrested or getting a ticket because my car has illegal modifications on it. I own it, so I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want with it. And yeah, you can, in the safety of your own fucking home or on your own property, you can use that fucking car, but you can't take that shit on the street. That shit's not street legal. Like, you're gonna get a ticket, you're gonna get fined, and for the same exact reason. Not saying that, you know, I'm not gonna compare a Switch to a fucking car, but it's pretty much the same thing. Like, you don't really own anything in this world, bro. You could say that you own a house, but if you do fucking crack cocaine in the house and the cops find out, you could get put to jail. Like, what are we talking about? Anyways, now I'm never gonna lie to you guys. Well, not really. I'm never gonna really lie to you guys, at least about this. I've never really been into Kingdom Hearts. I tried getting into it. I've, you know, dove into the lore. I saw a whole background video for all like the characters and stories and shit just to see if I could get into it. And on paper, it sounds like something that I could get into, but realistically, I haven't been able to find that Kingdom Hearts game that really gets me into it. But I think I'm glad that I haven't gotten into it, because I see the way that you Kingdom Hearts fans have been acting the last few days, and y'all are getting abused. Like, this is an abusive relationship that y'all have with Square Enix. Now, if you didn't know, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link was supposed to be a mobile game that was going to be released like a while ago. Then it got delayed, and then eventually it got canceled, and it was supposed to tie in to Kingdom Hearts 4 and everything, and it just never stuck, and it sucks. I saw a lot of people that were getting excited for the game and were like, you know, been waiting on this shit for years just to find out, like, damn, I fucking, you know, was waiting on this game, like wasting my energy being excited for this shit just for it to never come out. And those, like, bro, the KH fans were in hysterics, right? And not even a day later, their whole attitude flipped around when we finally got a couple of screenshots from Kingdom Hearts 4. And I'm not gonna lie to you, dude, these are it's very obvious that these are like early access screenshots. Like, they don't even have shadows on a couple of the Heartless here. So a lot of people are getting excited for like early, like maybe pre-alpha, not even footage, just like screenshots of the game. Now, I'm not saying that they don't look good. Like, they obviously look like they're gonna look crazy, but they're not done yet. And we're probably not gonna see this game for another 2 years. We might get like a trailer at Summer Games Fest later this year, maybe in like a couple weeks, but I don't see us getting anything like gameplay wise until 2027, possibly when the PS6 comes out and it becomes like a multi-generational console where it looks better on PS6, but you know, you have their PS5. Finally got an in-game look at the Street Fighter 6 collab in Overwatch 2, and of course, like every collab that they have, they all look weird and gross, but I don't really even play the game like that, so I guess it doesn't really matter what I think. I just hope that if they do another collab with some big name company, they try their best to not give Kiriko another skin. Like, genuinely, challenge yourselves, Blizzard. Please, just don't give her a skin. She doesn't fucking need it. This is the greed that they talk about in the Bible. Just greedy as hell. Damn. Fortnite is now blowing up after releasing their Darth Vader AI companion in the game recently. You can recruit him in your squad and he'll talk to you in game using the late James Earl Jones voice. Now, while I understand that he signed his voice away to be used in AI future products such as these, it is a little weird to see kids ask him to say the N-word and other things that man should not be saying. At this point, it seems like AI is going to be integrated into every single aspect of our lives. And no matter how much we try to denounce it, companies are going to keep trying to push it onto us. And assuming it's because it's easier for them to use AI than to actually come up with cool shit creatively and spend some money to ensure an actual quality product, which brings me to my last topic that I wanted to speak about today. Toei Animation said that they will be using much heavier use of AI in its storyboarding, coloring, in-between correction, and background creation would all be generated with AI to increase the production of its animated projects. Now, you all probably know what my stance on AI is right now. Besides the amount of energy that it takes to create artwork and background images and all that stuff that they were talking about for one episode, let alone a whole season, this does nothing to advance the art form. If anything, this sets us back by years. Instead of giving the workers a comfortable place to work, comfortable hours, a healthy production schedule, more pay, more time off, they think that it's better to just go ahead and integrate AI into their, production cycle and keep these niggas working even harder. Probably not even harder, but AI is doing all the background work for you, so now y'all gotta go harder on all these other animations and shit, so that way we can get this product out even faster. And those animators are gonna still be overworked, right? I know a lot of people are like, okay, but this is gonna help the animators out, you know, they're gonna be able to see their kids and shit. No, they're gonna like I know you think that this is gonna allow them to have more time off, but they're still gonna get overworked, bro. Like genuinely, they will. And besides that, we're gonna get more shitty anime, which is what my issue is. I've already said this multiple times before, at least to my friends, but there is a lot of bad anime out there, and I get it. It's like having bad TV shows, but all these like studios are making all this like flavor of the fucking month animes, and everybody's trying to adapt that shit so they could go ahead and get merch and sell it and make some type of like money off of it, and I guess it works out for them. But to me, it's just a bunch of like, I know people hate using this term, but it's just a bunch of slop. It's a bunch of slop. Like you look at that shit and it's like, oh yeah, this is a bunch of trash. Just trash every fucking season. We go into the winter anime season, we see fucking so many isekais, so many fucking harem animes, and it's just like, bro, what are we doing here? We could be working on actual quality product. Now we're gonna get even more of that bullshit, because now it's even easier for companies to fucking animate this shit. Most times, if not, they just be fucking putting in mouth flaps the entire time anyways. Now they could they could, I don't know, dude, it's not looking good. Look, I'm gonna be honest, I know I'm not like a person that works in this space, but one thing that I do know is that whenever we see, or at least when I see animation, I feel like the people that worked on it, I feel their soul into it. Like you can see any of these animated products that they've worked on in the past few years, right, from other companies, that there's actual soul and like human emotion drawn onto these animes. And I know that the character animations are gonna still be like, you know, made by humans as far as we know, but I really think that even including the backgrounds and like the in-betweens and like all the stuff that I know a lot of people think, well, you know, this is gonna make everything go faster. A lot of those things I feel like you need the human touch for, or else it's not gonna feel like it's made by humans for humans. It's gonna feel like it's made by like some content slot machine, and it's like, all right, here the fuck you go, you know? I don't know, maybe I'm just hating, but regardless, I do want to, you know, boycott Toei, but it's kind of hard because there's nothing to boycott. Like I never watched the One Piece anime anyways. I've always been a manga only, and I'm not watching Precure, and those are like the only anime productions that I think that they're working on right now besides like Dragon Ball. But if you are a person that wants to boycott them, I'm gonna be honest with you, just wait for Studio Wit to come out with their remake, or go ahead and just read the manga, or sail the 7 seas, man. Pirate that shit. I generally think that's better, like, because they're gonna eventually, you know, realize like, damn, people are upset about this X, Y, and Z. I mean, maybe if enough people actually boycott Toei, I feel like that's not gonna happen, because they're gonna be like, oh, it's not gonna happen with One Piece, but it is. It probably already has been in the past, you know, couple years, right? They've started doing animation or AI with animation in 2021, so they just said that they're gonna go even harder even now. So I don't know. With that being said, though, that's all I wanted to say about the subject. I know there hasn't really been a video in a minute. We already had like a long hiatus, and it's been like 10 days ish since the last video came out. So I just wanted to let y'all know, you know, I'm still here. But as you can see with watching the video, there has been some upgrades. You know, we have better lighting, which makes the quality for the camera better. Who knew? I didn't know that shit, but you know, I got a ring light now, so now that shit actually looks decent. Also, we have just new art all throughout the entire channel. You know, we have a new profile picture, new banner art, all that stuff. I wanted to revamp everything. That's why it also took me a little bit. Like I could have had a Too Many Frames come out a few days ago, but I decided like, hey, if I'm coming back to this shit after my hiatus, I want to at least make it look like there was something going on behind the scenes and not just having it look ugly as shit. So from here on out, things are going to start looking better. Now, this isn't necessarily like the final product. Like it's still going to look a little bit crusty. You might notice a little bit of crust, but it is going to look leagues better than anything else that I have, you know, made for the channel. So we're looking forward to better content and higher quality content on the channel. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, all that stuff, comments, leave it in the comments. And yes, I know I need to line up, I need to retwist, all that shit. I need to shave. I just shaved like 3 days ago. The shit is growing back faster than ever, but I mean, whatever. I guess it's hard. Anyways, I already know what I'm about to get told. Oh, this is why you wear a hat all the time. Yes, because I'm not trying to sit in the fucking chair for 6 hours to get my retwist, bro. Like, I'm good. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.